Hello and welcome back. In this particular video, we are going to actually solve two questions. Obviously, both the questions would be related to each other. So let's look into the first question. So in the first question, we have to remove the fully duplicated rows. So this is the input data frame. So what we have to do is whenever we have a fully duplicate rows, we have to remove it. So over here, you can see this is a fully duplicate row and that's all. So this is the output that we want. Okay, we want the output without this particular row. I hope I'm clear with the question. I know it's a very simple one, but let's look into the solution. So you can see over here that I've created the Spark session. I have the data in the form of the list. Here are the columns. And then with the help of create data frame method, I have created the data frame. Let me quickly show you the data frame. It's the same data frame that I showed you on the slides. Yeah. So now we have to remove the duplicate row, the row which is appearing twice or more than that. So what we are going to do is, it's a very simple one. We'll quickly give a name to our new data frame that we are going to create and then df dot distinct. Let me quickly show it to you. Looks good. Yeah. So we are done with this. It's very simple as you can see. So distinct method is the method of the data frame class. Let me quickly show it to you. So you can see that it's a method of the data frame class. Now it's going to return the data frame with distinct records. You can read about this method. You can use the documentation in order to read about this method. Okay, let's look into the variation to the question. So we have a second question. So in the second question, what we have to do is we have to remove the duplicates only when it is appearing in the name and the department column. So whenever we have the name and the department same, we want to remove it. So here we are not removing the whole row. We are just removing whenever we have the duplicates in name and department column. So if you see over here, LS and sale is duplicate and Bob and HR is also duplicate. So this and this. So basically we want an output like this. Well, I'll show you how still you can use distinct, but that is not going to give you the expected results. So what we can do is we can simply select the columns first. So here we are going to select name and department. So you are actually creating a new data frame out of this select method, as simple as that. Now what you're doing is now you're applying distinct to it. And let me also say show. So the problem with this particular output is that here we wanted the ID column also. Now ID column has been removed because we are first selecting name and department column from a data frame and then we are applying the distinct method to it. Yeah. So this is not going to work. So what we can do is we can make use of drop duplicate method. So I'll quickly show it to you. DF, any name to it. Yep. And here you can pass the subsets of the column. So we have to remove the duplicate as per the name and the department column. So I'm going to pass both. And now I'll simply write show. Perfect. So we have got the results. So you can use drop duplicates whenever you have this requirement where you have to work on the subset of the column. Again, I always suggest my students to look into the documentation because when you look into the documentation, you always learn something new. So over here, you can see what are the parameters. You have to pass the subset and it is in the list form. It's list of the column names. Okay. And it's optional. So if you do not give any subset, any parameter, it is going to behave exactly same as distinct. Try it by yourself. You can see over here it is going to return a data frame without duplicates. Okay, without duplicates if we have passed the subset of the column. So I hope you're clear with the difference between distinct and drop duplicates method. I've seen a lot of interviews asking questions around these two methods. They may ask you to write the code. Also, they may simply ask you what's the difference between the two methods. So that was all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Meet you in the next one.